Hi there. I'm going to briefly talk about how to start a partnership. Now that's limited partnerships, limited liability partnerships, limited liability, limited partnerships, and general partnerships in Mississippi. This is for both domestic and foreign. We've included all different partnership types, whether domestic or foreign, within this one tutorial. So if you click along here, you'll be able to navigate through the different options. Before we start, I will say that you need to create an online account so that you can register online. There's no PDF filing option. So to do so, you can click here. It'll walk you through the registration process and get you on your way to filing. Also, before we begin, I'd just like to say that you should perform a business entity search to make sure that the name that you plan on using for your partnership is available to you and not already registered by another entity in the state of Mississippi. Also, you may perform a name reservation, which will hold the rights to your name for a period of 6 months prior to filing. This will cost you $25. So let's start off with domestic LPs, LLPs, and LLLPs. So first thing you want to do is go to this web page and enter your username and password and click login. You can click register to start a new account, or you can review our tutorial on how to go about doing that. Once you are in, you should see an online portal that has a window similar to this, and you're going to want to click on the top option to do a domestic partnership. You'll be presented with a page that looks like this, and once you click on this drop-down menu and select your partnership type, either limited partnership, limited liability, or limited liability limited, the remainder of the windows will also open, and you'll be able to provide your business name and business email first. After this, you can submit your future effective date and the nature of your business. This is provided by the NAICS codes, so you can click here to research yours, or if you're aware of it, you can enter them up to 3 codes into these fields here. After this, you'll need to provide the address of your principal office at which the records are kept. Following that, supply your registered agent information. All that's needed is their type, first and last name, address, and email address. And then you will be able to electronically sign the documents. Now this is pretty straightforward. For limited partnerships, it's either you just need the one general partner to sign. For the other 2 partnership types, you'll need 2 different partners, not necessarily general, to sign. And once you click on this click to sign link, you'll be brought to a window like this, in which you can enter the title, as well as the full name, full address of each partner. Once you've clicked update and then next on the same page, you'll be brought to this page, which will hopefully say that there's no errors or warnings and that you can process the forms immediately. Click next if that's the case, and the following page will bring you to this window, which will give the opportunity to attach any files at this point. Click next to continue. And then you'll be presented with these 4 options. Now we've got submit document electronically and pay online, print document and mail in with check, email form to third party for review, or exit and save document to file later. For the purposes of this tutorial, we've gone over the submit document electronically and pay online through step 10A through 10C, and then the second option here is 11A and B. So skip right ahead. If you're going to pay online, you'll have a transaction detail window here in which you'll be able to see your unit price and amount total, and then select your payment type. Following this, you'll have to enter a small amount of customer information, just the country of residence, full name, and contact information, as well as your address. And then enter your card information here, click next, and on the following page, you'll sort of like a payment summary, and then you can submit your documents to the Secretary of State for processing. The alternative route is to mail in the submission with an attached check. So you will click on this Certificate of Mississippi Limited Partnership, or if it's LLP or LLLP, it'll say something different, but click on that blue link regardless, and you'll be presented with a form like this in which you can print off. I've blacked out the name of mine here just so that you can get an idea of the information that they need. You can send that in with the check covering the $50 filing fee, or $250 for the LLP. And once you finish doing that, you finish the filing process. A domestic GP is pretty much the same in all regards, with the exception to a few things that they ask in terms of information. The chief executive office you'll also have to add, and besides that, it looks to be essentially the same. And the payment information is going to be all the same too, so we'll breeze right through this. And foreign partnerships, again, essentially the same login process. Instead, you're going to choose the second option here as opposed to the first, which would direct you to the domestic filing option. This is the foreign, the second one. Same thing, you'll have the drop-down menu, which will present all the different forms you will need to enter your information into. The first thing in the business details you'll need to add is if applicable, the future effective date, then your state of initial incorporation, and the date formed, which is a little bit different than the domestic partnership forms. After that, you'll need to add your principal office and the address where records are kept. Registered agent, same thing, and again, applicable to this as well, LPs will need one general partner and LLPs will need 2 partners. And besides that, it is all the same. Now, once you finish filing, we recommend that, well, of course, new domestic partnerships will need to apply for an employer identification. It's not a recommendation, it's mandatory if you plan on hiring employees or opening bank accounts, applying for loans in the business name, using the business name rather. So we have an online and a PDF tutorial here and here for those. Furthermore, you may wish to draft a partnership agreement, which will relay the nature of the relationship between the partners and the partnership itself. Now, if that doesn't make too much sense to you, you can click here and you'll get more information as to exactly what a partnership agreement is. And there's also a free template for one in MS Word and Adobe PDF form. Also, it's only LLCs and corporations that are required to file an annual report each year. So luckily, you're forming a partnership and you won't need to renew each year, which is sort of a nice added luxury. I hope this was helpful. Best of luck, guys.